good, Council of Comics? We've made it to the end. It's Willow, episode 8.
Season finale.
Let's go.
It's like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life.
Last of Us.
No, that's the next one.
Doing that
We got
next.
2 to do. We're getting big here at the channel. You know what I mean?
We
got a couple
review
more.
everything now.
We're doing good here. All right, so we're going over Willow, episode 8, season finale.
I didn't like the season finale. I'm not gonna lie.
Speak your mind. Go ahead.
The series went on good. Like I said, last episode was the episode 7. I didn't think it was that strong. It was middle of the road.
It was middle.
I thought the end of the series, the end of the first season was kind of.
I found the
fell
ending
off.
middle of the road.
It had
It wasn't-
moments,
right,
but
it had-
I
right,
think
like,
the
it
story-
It had moments, and like it had a nice cliffhanger. I thought.
Did
Yes,
it?
I
Well,
love
it
the
does. Yes, it
cliffhanger.
does. But
Yeah.
it's interesting because it all depends how you interpret it too.
Right. I mean, I feel the worm is presenting itself as Laura Dannon to corrupt.
Well, that's it.
Speaking of the worm, okay. Is that Bab Morta?
The worm is the people who
But she
Twisted-
looks like Bab Morta. Am
who
I right?
twisted Bev Morta.
A twisted Bab Morta.
No, that
No, that was the crone.
that's the crone. Yeah.
But it looked like Bab Morta, didn't it?
Well, because the crone is what corrupted Bev Morta.
Right.
Okay.
So,
All right.
of course, it's gonna look like it's gonna have that vibe.
Okay.
Right. And we only see her for her true self once. Yeah, things kind of go sideways a little bit.
All right. Cliff, give us a quick run through.
So Laura Dannon and Princess Kit have a back-to-back confrontation with Eric, who thinks everything's fine and doesn't feel like he's corrupted. Ah! And then the Gales are right behind them, so they can't walk out. And they keep like trying to reason with Eric, and they're like, "We can't reason with him. Like he's already corrupted." He's like, "Just come inside. Just come inside. Let's just talk. You know, come meet her." And they're like, "Her, the crone." You know.
You'll see it's not as bad as you think it is.
Yeah, and then of course it's as bad as you think it is, right? So they go through the gate, which is actually in reality leads you to the worm, right? But when they go through the
Is
gate,
that what it is? Okay.
right? But when they go through the gate, it's all
The
this.
thing that kept throwing me off is that the visual of that looked like the from the Incredibles. Remember when Mr. Incredible's on the island being held, and there's that lava.
Yeah,
That's what it looked like to me. It kept taking me out of it.
right. But in reality, it's just like a big glowy mask
Yes.
to hide the truth. So Kit and Laura Dannon end up in like this fantasy realm where Eric is ready to marry Laura Dannon, right? And then of course Sorcia's there, but it's not really Sorcia.
Right.
And they both kind of know it's not real. But Laura Dannon's getting suckered in slowly but surely. And it's
But Kit is the one that figures it out first.
Kit is the one who figures it out first, and then of course goes running and screaming, and there's nothing she could do. But you know what? Laura Dannon also figures it out. So she's suddenly in
Right.
her wedding, right? And it's all looking wonderful. And Eric is ready to kiss her, and she could just feel that Eric is ready to just suck the life force out of her, or the magic out of her, whatever plan they have. And she's like, "No, what if I don't actually want this?"
Right.
You know? And then it's like, "But of course you want it." And then she sees the crone for
Well,
her
she
true
should have known
self.
something was off anyway because Borman, Graydon, and
No, she looked at them, and Kit and
right,
Jade.
but they weren't with her, so she should have known something was off.
No. Well, no. I think that was part of it. I think she looks right at them,
Right.
and they're like
Right.
at attention. And I was like, so there's a part of her like, well, this is weird, isn't it? Right. So anyhow, things play out, and just as she's like, no, I'm having none of this, and of course they're just basically trying to attack her. Willow shows up, blast everybody.
We skipped a key part.
Well,
Did
even at
we?
the beginning, they all decided to go with it.
Yes, we did. When they had to make the decision to jump.
Yeah.
over
Right,
the
everyone made the
waterfall.
decision to jump,
Willow
as I
decided-
expected.
Willow decided not to go.
Yeah.
Correct.
He turned around, started walking the other way.
Like
Borman
a
was
punk.
gonna go the other way.
And then
And
he's
then he
like,
was just like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And he jumps anyway. and then all that stuff that we talked about just happens.
I like how he
but then he shows up. Remember, because they all show up and see the Memorial City, and then there's that storm.
They get frozen in stone.
By the way,
that's it.
well,
outside
no,
the
not
door,
in stone. They get turned to stone.
What does he say too? I'm gonna go out the way I came in, kicking, screaming, and naked.
Yes.
Something like that.
But he
Now-
said, I'm gonna leave this world the same way I came in, buck naked and kicking ass.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yes. Great line.
Also, he gives the armor to Kit.
Yeah.
And then she becomes Alora's like protector with the armor.
Actually, that was a pretty cool transformation.
The way it goes.
It was
like
it was a
Batman
nice
shield.
transformation.
Iron Man action, like the-
And you know, I was
That was some magic armor.
no, the part that was dumb was that it was her.
Well, I don't care that
Because,
it's her.
like-
I just thought it was. I thought it. To me, it would have been better as a MacGuffin than actually seeing it because it did nothing for me when they
the
showed
big
it.
fight happens.
I just wish it was
Yeah,
Borman.
Willow thought-
Because then
And we-
Borman's like, I realize it's not me. And I'm like, Borman, this has been your whole freaking, this has been your storyline this whole time. This is all you've given us. This, and you're in love with what's-her-face. That's all we've got
But
to...
it fully works with his character because his character from the get-go has always been about serving everyone else. He wants to be the big guy, but he's served everyone else his whole life. So in the end, he does it again. It fully works.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's just because I don't like her. So...
So the big fight happens.
At least you're being honest.
And we lose our boy,
And we lose
Graydon.
my boy,
Graydon.
who looks as if he's
Yes.
dead, but that is not the
Yes.
case.
Yeah. He
I do
gets-
like Graydon.
He gets
Flame.
blasted.
I do like how they each have their own
Willow
color magic.
drops
too.
a dispel
Which kinda
magic
neat.
spell, which kind
Yeah.
of breaks the whole thing. Like goes
Yeah.
down dispel magic, and
Listen, I thought it was pretty good.
Like,
It
Yeah,
looked
last
great.
fight
I
scene.
just
the
thought
last
You know
fight
what
scene
I
was
mean?
good. Like that's like the end of the campaign, so
Yeah,
they brought
yeah.
it all out.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say if we were equating this to a Dungeons and Dragons adventure, this was
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
this was a great
Yeah.
boss battle.
Yes.
You know.
And,
Oh, and a few of my predictions came true, but one of them was that that Eric became the crone.
no, you're right.
I was
You're
like,
right.
I knew they were gonna spin
Yeah.
this. I
You're
was
right.
so happy. I was like, yes.
But before he becomes the crone, Bavmorda, the crone, whatever,
It's the crone.
breaks the wand,
Yeah.
and so they think it's done. But then Alora Dan realizes
Are
the
you
force
the are you
inside
the
of her.
The
are you
magic
the
is in
Lord
there.
of Hammers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she realized her fullness, and they have the big battle
Yeah.
against that, and which she defeats
The crone.
the crone.
She does green magic.
Yeah.
And at the end, they pretty much walk it. They realize something is coming. They see Lord Dan has seen the worm. When she looked through the thing, she saw the huge little. I guess it was a worm.
Yeah, that's the
whatever.
worm. It's huge.
She's
Yeah.
seen it. She basically feels something else is coming. They all know a war is coming, so they're basically walking back to
where they came from,
Yeah.
yeah.
Except for Graydon.
Except for Graydon.
Yeah.
In the end credit scene.
Who they believe is dead, and then
Yeah.
like we will tell the world how brave
Yeah.
he was.
And the end credit scene is Graydon waking up. And kind of like an it reminded me of Evil Dead.
Yes.
Like
Where
Army
he-
Darkness.
yeah,
A little
like
bit.
Army
And you know
of
what it kind
Darkness.
of reminded me is the scene from Avengers where you see them all laying there dead.
When Tony,
Yeah.
But
when
nobody
Tony
wakes up.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
kind of almost the
yeah.
same setup,
And then,
but then he sits up.
He hears a voice talking, and it's Alora Dannon. But it's not Alora Dannon. It's the worm, I guess.
What we
Or
suspect.
is it?
Or
Right.
is it?
Because that's the thing. That's depending how you interpret it. And we won't find out until next season.
Yeah.
Is who did she really twist? It looks like she was playing games with everybody's mind.
Yeah.
So is this just what he saw? Is that just what Laura Dannon saw? Is it who
Yeah.
knows?
And then the shot of her lifting, and she has a huge army behind her,
Yes.
which looks
Yeah.
dope.
But that huge army is all menacing creatures, like which to me just says that this is the worm
Yeah, it has
seducing
to be.
him as Alora Dannon.
Yeah. it
Oh,
has
that's
to.
true. That's not bad.
Yeah.
You know, because if the army looked a little more blended or a little less sinister,
Yeah.
I would have been like, oh, maybe there's something happening here that we don't understand. But the fact that the
Yeah.
army looks so sinister, you see the double-headed, raptor creature breathing fire in the background and all these like semi-undead creatures and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, like,
Yeah.
And of course it's perfect, right? Because use the image of Alora Dannon, you're in love with her, seduce him into doing all this stuff because he thinks he's fighting side by side with the real Alora
Well,
Dannon.
and she probably because she realized he's a powerful sorcerer of his own right.
Yes.
So she kind of poo-pooed until all of a sudden he showed himself in this last episode. He's like, "Oh, wait a minute, This is Plan B if that one doesn't work.
It's a good plan B.
I could just use him to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yep. And then they just walk off into the sunset.
Yeah.
And then we get to see how long the series is going to last. It's going to be 3 seasons.
Yes.
You see the
Because they put volume 1
Going
on the
back.
shelf.
Oh,
And
I
the-
know it's gonna be 3.
Because there's 3 volumes.
There's 3 volumes that say Willow on them.
Really? I
It's like
missed that.
Is it
part.
red, blue, and green or something like
Yep.
that? Yeah.
Yeah,
missed
that was. I felt like that was like a little Lord of the Rings like
yes,
nod.
I agree.
You know that there's
Yeah.
a red,
Oh,
blue,
I
and
gotta
green
go back
book.
and see that. I missed that part. So yeah, there's gonna be a season 2. It's gonna be a season 3.
And now that we know there's 2 more seasons, I might learn to like Kit someday.
There you go. There you go. You got 2 seasons to come around.
I got
now.
2
And-
seasons,
And I'll make a prediction.
but I already
that,
like Eric.
that Mad Mardigan will return. in
Did Eric
season
make
2
it at the
or
end of this?
3.
Yes, and they said they're like, hey, you're gonna have to prove yourself to us because like everybody else here is a
Yeah, I
badass
remember that.
now.
I thought they killed him. Okay. I'll have to,
No,
I'll have to go back
no.
and rewatch that. I
No,
remember that
because
part.
the big deal was we can't because he's on the ground and like we can't kill him. Like we have to save him. Like they had to like put their effort into drawing the evil out of him.
Right.
And then of course when they were all walking away, it's Laura Dannon who's like, oh, it's so sad about Prince
Sorry, Graydon.
Graydon. She's like, but we will tell the world he was a hero.
Right.
Which I thought was like, even if we just left it there, I thought was like really nice, because his father like basically like shoved him off
Yes.
into this adventure. So it would be nice that when they get back to the mortal world, the normal world, that it's like, hey, look, your son died, super heroic,
And how are they going to get back too? That's going to be interesting too because
Well, look, they willingly came through a magic veil. I assume they're going to see the way out, where someone like Eric, who is not attuned to magic, would not have seen his way out.
oh, that's true.
All right. So predictions for season 2. My prediction is end of season 2, you will see Mad Mardigan in his full physical glory.
That was one of my predictions for season 1. Do not do that. So I hope they stay with not doing that. I mean, if they want to do something where they resolve him and the Kit issue, but like for me personally, I'm like, let's not beat a dead horse.
How's that beating a dead horse?
There's a certain line where I just don't feel like it's very tasteful, and I
But
feel
if he agreed to it, he's still alive.
no, it's okay that he agrees to it. I don't know, like, can they pull it off?
They pulled off Luke Skywalker.
Right, but he's
It's the same
ready.
thing.
He's ready to go with no disabilities, man. Raring to
You
go.
don't need him. All you need is his voice, and you can get the program.
And get what?
thing.
And get his son to be the body double.
Well, his
Somebody
son's
has
been
to
doing the
double like
voice,
him.
right? His son has been doing the voice.
His
Remember,
son
the
is
Luke
partially
Skywalker
doing the voice.
person wasn't. I mean, it was Luke at some points, but they had a complete body double
No.
doing all the action. And
Well,
all
yeah, all that.
stuff.
Yeah. But
So it's possible, and then it's gonna be 2-3 years from now. The technology is gonna be even better.
oh god, do we have to wait 2 years for
Like,
one
I
more
think my
season?
prediction for like the next season, because I think
I
like,
wanna
the
see the
Queen
brownies
was
in
in
season
the original Willow, and I
Yeah.
thought she was underused in this show.
Mm.
Because so I kind of think like it would be cool if she was in the original to use her
The
like
mom.
more. Yeah,
Kid's
the
mom.
mom.
No, again,
So I think
like
she's dead. I think the actress is done.
what? Sorsha?
No.
No.
The Willow's wife.
Oh no, the actress is dead. Yeah.
So
You said
that's right.
Willow's wife?
No,
No, you're talking about
Kid's mom.
Kid's mom.
You're talking about
Yeah.
Sorsha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, she's older. Like listen, for an older actress, she got a lot of screen time, and she even got in a couple. She even got a little bit of a fight in the first episode.
I want to see the brownies. What's Kevin Pollak doing right now? Nothing.
Listen, man, I think that we got to be
I-
more respectful of who we dig up from the past.
I
Okay,
think that-
because I just watched the Santa Clauses the other day, and they brought that poor man out
Oh, man, I didn't finish that.
who played the who played the young elf in the original
Oh,
movies,
he is
right?
not aged well.
And then he's like, what happened to you? You aged, and he's like, I fell in love with a mortal, and I
That's
started
right.
to age, and
That's
I was
right.
like, oh, good cover,
And that's
good
what-
Maybe that's
cover,
behind the scenes, though, Cliff.
huh?
There's an actor that needs a paycheck.
We all know
Because
that.
you want to respect the character and not bring it
No,
back.
I want
The
to
man
no.
has to go eat
No.
canned food.
I
No,
don't
I
think-
want to respect the actors too. I want to give them work. I just don't want to thrust them into things that might not be appropriate for them.
I think Val Kilmer allowing himself to come back
For the voice ish.
for Top Gun, I think he's very open to having Mad Mardigan come back.
Probably, but like I'm not expecting a big I'm not expecting anything too big. Is my point, and I don't feel like they should push something too big.
All right, so
it's just my opinion.
Let's wrap it up with our Skizzors. I give Willow a 7.5
overall, or the final episode.
Overall, the whole series.
I'll agree with the 7.5 overall for the series.
Yeah, overall 7.5. Like, yeah, that's what I was gonna say about a C.
Yeah.
There was a lot. Like, I think it was like a really
C+.
good show for like families. You
Yeah.
know, like if you were like grew up on Willow and now you got like new Willow to watch with your family and your kids were into it. I get it. You know.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's often the target audience when they make a lot of these shows.
What about you, Green Sugar?
I give it a 7. I think it started off I was really strong in the middle, and the last 2 episodes kind of
All right. So
detracted for me.
the council
I'll
gives
still watch it again, but
a C/C+ for Willow.
and if you
Season
liked it-
number 1.
if you liked it, check out His Dark Materials on HBO. Like,
Nice.
yeah, that's a good fantasy show. You can watch it with your family. Like,
Can you watch that with your family?
Yeah,
There's
like
some
Game of
stuff
Thrones.
in there you can't watch with your family. It's not as bad as Game of Thrones, but
It's not like no Game of Thrones. It's not like
there is some violence against children in that show.
There's some
That's
violence.
very, very cautiously watch that
Obi-Wan
show.
had violence against children.
No, man, no, that was like funny violence against children. We're like, I'm running, and they're like, oh, no, this is like snatching children, stripping their souls from their body. No, it's like tight, it's tough.
Oh, God,
But it's a good fantasy show.
The algorithm.
The
All right.
algorithm.
All right, so we want to thank everybody for tuning in for our season finale of Willow. Go check the playlist. We got all the episodes there of all this talk, this fun stuff that we do here. And you can watch 8 lovely episodes. No, it's probably 7 because we
we
doubled up on one.
Yeah.
But go check that out. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the like button, go subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're sharing with your friends. And check out other reviews that we have right now. From Council of Comics to the rest of you guys out there, thank you for watching. We love you. Peace.
This world has been through chaos. I pick my sword up and